Hi, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today is my favorite day of the year. I get to sow my wheat wave, which is my big 850 square foot grain bed that bisects the middle of my front yard. So I've decided that I'm gonna do wheat this year mixed in with larkspur. What I'm gonna do is just rough the soil up, sow the seed, top dress with a little bit of soil cube organic compost, and then mulch with triple shred hardwood. Everything will germinate in about 2 weeks, and it'll be zero maintenance until it's time to harvest in June. This is a really effective way to make a big impact all winter long. So stay tuned to watch the progress. As you can see, this bed already has a seed bank in it. So this is all kale and curly mustard from years past. And then there's a fair amount of larkspur already germinating. That's this right here. So I probably am not even going to need to sow larkspur. Now I do have some weeds coming along in here, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the time to weed them out like this. This is a real problem winter weed, and it just gets bigger and bigger. At this stage, it's not the easiest thing to pull out, but you know, it has a pretty good root system. But these need to come out because they're not going to disappear. They're only going to get bigger through the season. So you might as well do it when it's little, not so much work. So I have one ornamental grass left, and I love it. It's Panicum, and I'm not cutting it down because Sophia likes to play in it. And it's really funny how the lickness has only grown at the base of this oak tree. I've sown it through the entire bed, but it only grows there. And then under here, this is actually a live oak that we planted as a 50-gallon. It's gotten really big. This is already pretty well self-sown with mustard and kale. So I'm not going to really grow any grains down this way. And that's because this is already getting a lot of shade, and the greens really didn't grow to size anyway. So I think I'm gonna concentrate the grains from about midway hammock, right in this area, all the way across there. So that's gonna make this bed probably more like 600 square feet. So it'll be interesting to see how much we're able to harvest from only 600 square feet in the middle of our front lawn. So I've decided to go with this soft white wheat. As my seed for this bed that we call a wave. And like I said, I've taken away about 200 square feet of it because of the shade from the oak tree. So I figured this amount, this bag plus a quarter bag, should be enough. And the key here is that you're just gonna sow it directly, and you just toss it so that it sort of separates itself, and then you're gonna go back through and rake it over and then mulch on top of it. So that gives you an opportunity to make sure that it's evenly spread. They say mulch heals all sins in the landscape, and it's true. I've just put a really light layer, about 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of triple shred hardwood down, and that's really there to look tidy so everyone in my neighborhood is, you know, in approval, and also to ensure that the wheat seed will germinate. And I've covered up the majority of the self-sown things other than a few patches of mustard and kale. The larkspur will come right up through this layer, so I'm not worried at all about smothering that. It's a really easy process, and you can see how brown my centipede turf is. When all this wheat germinates green, and it's green all winter, it's a fantastic contrast compared to the warm season. Just in case there's any question of who the smarter species is, I'm mulching while Sophia sits in the hammock. Thanks for tuning in. For more garden inspiration, follow Breathe the Plant Lady on YouTube.